Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Lemon-aid Podcast. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Christina.
Today, we're going to be talking about the poinsettia.
The pretty poinsettia.
Very beautiful Christmas plant.
And then, while they're not directly mentioned in the Bible, they're still, as over time, as Christians, have connected them with a powerful biblical symbolism that points to Jesus and the Christmas story.
Very neat. You know, and who would think just this plant would have a symbolism to Christ?
Yeah, and some people don't realize that. Some people are like, oh, that's pretty. It's only around Christmas. It's all, and that's true.
It is.
To an extent.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit more
to it than that, right?
Yeah.
And when I was looking into it myself, it showed that there's a story where it kind of came from like a Mexican like folklore story. Yeah. It talks about a little girl that was going to a Christmas service and she didn't have any money for a gift for Jesus. And so she was really sad about it, and her cousin told her, it doesn't matter what you bring as a gift.
Yeah.
Gifts, it doesn't matter how much you're spending. It's as long as it's from your heart. So the little girl stopped on her way into the church, and she got some flowers or like a little thing. I think they said she grabbed it might even have been like weeds.
Yeah.
From right in front of the church. So she goes on into the service and takes them up to the front and lays them down, and they turn into beautiful poinsettia. And so that just, it also goes into saying, you don't have to spend a ton of money on gifts. The greatest gift has already been given to us, Jesus. Mm-hmm. And that just showed her heart, and something beautiful was made of that.
Yep.
And so do you want to tell about the first part of how the leaves look?
Yeah. So it says the poinsettia, the bright red petals, actually leaves or whatever you want to call it, are kind of formed in the shape of a star. And that reminds us of the Star of Bethlehem that guided the wise men to Jesus. And that's Matthew 2:2.
Yeah. That's so crazy, because if you do look, it's shaped. I don't know if I can get it to turn to see right to the candle. But you can see they're shaped. They look like stars. See?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So pretty.
Yes. It's beautiful. And then the next part that would symbolize, by looking at it, that would go with Christ, is the color, the red color of the leaves and the plant is like a symbol of Jesus's blood. And that's wild to think. Don't you? It's just crazy to think about it. Yeah. But it shows, he shed his blood for us.
Mm-hmm. And so now when you think of one or you see one, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's just a gentle reminder.
A gentle reminder of the true meaning. What we're really celebrating this Christmas season is not about what we can get, what we can give as gifts to others, is what we have already gotten as the most perfect gift. Mm-hmm. Jesus, what he's done for us. He died on the cross. His blood was shed. So when you look at that red, let that always be a reminder to you.
Yeah.
And then the star, the Star of David shining, Messiah is born. Mm-hmm. And it's just a beautiful story.
It is. And then it says it also symbolizes purity and new birth, like new life. Yeah. Like that we receive through Jesus. And it says, though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. And it says Isaiah 1:18.
And then you think about scarlet again, that color, it's beautiful. And thinking of the purity.
It just grows and grows and grows to be just more beautiful and
And the color so vibrant, just like when we give our lives to Christ, how vibrant we are portrayed on, that like shining his light.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful thing. Okay, and the next symbolism of the poinsettia would be the humility of the manger. This ties beautifully to the humility of Christ's birth. Mm-hmm. You think it says, a Savior is born in a lowly manger, yet bringing glory and hope to the world. Luke 2:7.
I mean, could you imagine?
No, like Mary's thinking, do I have to give birth?
Right.
It's here in this manger with these animals around,
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, and you're thinking, it had to be cold. Mm-hmm. And oh my goodness, so terrifying. You're like going in here with these animals to give birth. But that just shows you like God could have chose to have him, Jesus born in a palace anywhere else. But the humility of it is just saying, hey, I understand where you're at.
Yeah.
He's come and met us and where we're at. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just beautiful.
Yeah, and these, yes, they can survive all over.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, certain plants only survive in certain areas of the world. True. And you're thinking, okay, like tying that into it, like I don't know.
Just the survival, of the harshest environments.
Right.
And, the things we go through.
Yeah.
Of, saying like.
The plant's still thriving regardless of where you put it and what you do to it. It still does good if you don't water it for,
Exactly, yeah. And, and some can't take on too much heat or sun and then here it is. It's just just thriving,
Yeah.
It's just very interesting. Very much so.
Yeah. And then it says there's an old Christian legend about a child who had nothing to bring Jesus except a handful of weeds.
And that's the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
then it says when placed on the altar, it was miraculously bloomed into a poinsettia.
So it was weeds. Mm-hmm. That's what, I was thinking it was.
Symbolizing that God receives any gift given from the heart. So that means it doesn't matter what you give, it's a gift. Like it's a thought that counts. It doesn't matter if you spend $100, $5, whatever. Yeah. It's, hey, I thought of this paper cup.
Yes.
Made me think of you.
Yeah.
I love you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Or, like, hey, even if I wrote you a sweet note or something, or vice versa, and you sent it to me, or your card, how much, like, oh, I'm so thankful for you, your friendship. Those things like that are just priceless.
Just as meaningful.
You can't put a price tag on that stuff.
And I honestly would rather have something like that, like,
yes.
Like, oh, you actually tried. You're like, you.
Or something you made for someone. Like, that was your time. You put your heart and soul into making that and thinking of them. Mm-hmm. It's special.
Yeah.
And then, so all those things are just a beautiful representation of Jesus. Mm-hmm. And then you're looking at this beautiful plant. And it's just such a wonderful story. And especially here at Christmas, this is when we really need to think about these things.
And you see these all over.
You do. And, I knew that, they were beautiful to decorate with, but I never really dove into the meaning.
I didn't know that.
Like, biblically, what people are, not even, it's not, like, mentioned in the Bible and stuff, but when you're pulling pieces from the Bible as representation, when you're looking at it, it's just amazing.
Like, oh, that makes sense. And, oh, yeah. And, hearing that story about the weeds and then it, like it.
Yeah. How he can make anything. Mm-hmm. And, and then you think when it says in the Bible about beauty from ashes, you think of the weeds, this beautiful plant And like it said, you're given from your heart.
Yeah.
And that's so important. And we really want to drive that home this Christmas season, and want, everyone just to always think of that.
Yeah.
It's not about the gifts. If you want to give a gift, but give something that's from your heart.
Yeah.
That you truly just want to give to that person because you really thought of them.
Right.
Those kind of things.
I would rather have something more meaningful than here's $10.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'd rather you keep your $10.
Exactly. Like,
I don't know.
It's not. It's just more important that we're spending the time together and really taking in that gift of being loved and loving others, because there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
And you don't get that kind of stuff back.
That's for sure.
But we hope you guys enjoyed today.
Thanks for tuning in.
Go get you a poinsettia. All right, we'll see.
Especially, do they have them at the Ace?
They have them, I'm pretty sure,
go to the
in
Ace.
like a box, and then you grow it.
Oh,
so that would be
cool.
kind of neat. Yeah. I don't think we have them like ready to go like this, but they're in the box.
That's
and
cool.
I've gotten those before, and they like really grow
Aw.
pretty quickly too. So go by Ace of Lookout and get you a poinsettia in a box, your Christmas plant. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.